Well, good morning. Nice day out today. I came on today I know most of you probably have, or at least people that follow me probably have already seen the video that was put up by Jason, who is Jeremy's son, and it is a tearjerker. It would hurt most people to watch it because of how the boy feels. He has expressed that he is scared of his father, and probably took an awful lot for him to even put the video up. He didn't. It's not a long video, but if you want to see it and see the emotion that is in this boy, how he feels about his life, I guess you could say, he kind of sums it up in about, I think it's less than 15 minutes, at least on this video. Now, he took it down off his channel last night sometime, I guess. But several channels had permission to post it. One that has posted it is Two Lees in a Pod. Two Lees in a Pod. Another one is Storage Legends, who is Guapo. Midtown's Best, that's Super Dave. You'll also see it on Slug. He has a channel out there. If you go on Slug's channel, be aware that he does swear a lot. I don't know if you're used to that type of stuff or not, but I just want to make you aware if you go on there. Now, he did an interview as well. So the interview, and it was a live interview, you'll hear things that are not in the video that Jason published. The hard part of watching a video like that is that it's a realization of how a child feels about his father, and it breaks your heart that when two people may feel that way. I mean, I don't know what caused that problem, and it's something you just have to watch for yourself. Each of us have our own feelings about things like that. It does break your heart. I'm just telling you, it's a very extreme tearjerker. And if you're a parent, it'll really, really hurt. It will. I can't go into too much detail on it. I just can't. And you're going to feel. I don't even know if you'll be able to watch the whole thing or not. I guess it's one of those things that a lot of things that I had heard but not seen were in the video. And the boy it took a lot for him to get out there and post that video in the first place. He does put a little explanation of why he took the video down from his channel. Now, his channel may appear on some of those other people that have reproduced his video. I don't know what his channel's name is, and I don't want to push something that I don't have permission to do. He gave others permission to put it up. I myself have not contacted Jason. I just feel bad for him, and he needs all the prayers he can get. It was surprising when he tells a little bit about how he grew up. You don't touch on it too long. He gives you the basic nature of the relationships. There's even some financial things, and you may find those out more on Two Leaves in a Pod. They break a lot of things at the very beginning before the video starts. I give you some information. Some of it came from the interview that Slug did on his channel. I don't know how Jeremy will spin this. He always spins it back on anybody that puts information out about him. Jason said his dad is very intelligent and knows how to spin things like that. And he does not like some of the things his dad does. I can understand that. I don't know how else to explain it, I guess. For once, I'm kind of a loss for words. I know I shouldn't be smiling about it because last night my eyes were pretty red. I didn't have tears running. My tears, I was teary-eyed, but not tears running. When I listened to it, I realized what a broken relationship exists within one family unit. And although there was a lot of things about Jeremy that were confirmed with that message from his son, and I don't feel as bad about reporting the things that I felt about him, and I've tried to give him as much benefit as possible because I haven't got down in the dirt and rolled around in the dirt with him. I've run across people like him in the business world because a lot of people in the business world are very cold and very manipulative. And that was one thing about Jason. He'll explain a little bit about how his father is well versed in how to manipulate people and can be very charming, but yet at home it was a different person. And different times I've said this kind of Jekyll and Hyde personality, as far as I knew, it showed very well. I seen that a lot. And when I went back and looked, I think it was probably 6 months ago, at some of the background on him, I had picked up on a lot of that stuff but didn't have proof. All I heard was certain rumors, and I call them rumors until I see proof. Okay, or the person itself comes on and puts that out. The person that happened to, if they come on out there and say something, well, then I don't mind giving some credence to it. If it's the person itself that was attacked in some way or hurt. And like I say, a lot of the information I had got secondhand, and it's very hard to put secondhand information on here. And when you see somebody's very credible and they give you information, then sometimes you can give it out there and say, well, I have the same opinion, but you may not necessarily have the documentation to prove it. As far as on this little video that went up there, and like I say, it's very little, it's about 15 minutes. It is to the point. The video is to the point. And you can see it was very hard for him to say the words that he did say. And he wanted people to know how and what his father had done to his family. And specifically, his ex-wife. He has told some what I call outright lies. He whitewashes things out there and makes you think that he is a shining knight in armor. And he's got some big holes in that armor, is all I can say. Other than that, I can't answer your questions because I don't have a lot of answers on this particular one. If you come on here and you start hating on my channel, I'm just going to kick you off. I'm not going to put up with it. I'm done with being called names. I'm done with you telling me that I'm all wet and I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm done with all that. You don't have to watch my video. If you want to go watch those other videos that I'm trying to send you to, that's fine. I'm not telling you you have to. Just take a look. If you don't want to know about Jeremy, don't go. That's simple. If you want to be what he wants you to be, hey, that's your bag. I've told you over and over, I'm my own man, and I'm just not a follower. And I know I've been accused of all kinds of things. Oh my, and that does make me smile because it shows you how stupid people can be when they put words in your mouth and they know you better than you do. For all you people, don't come. Don't come. I don't need you. I don't want you. The people that have come on here that feel I give you some information, you're more than welcome to give me your opinion. I just don't want you to hate on me while you do it. And I just soon you don't get into some heavy name calling. You can tell me what you think of somebody if you want, as long as we don't get into the hate portion of it. Please don't do that. I'm not here for that. I would rather this was more of one where if a child stumbles on it for some reason, he doesn't hear a bunch of things that he shouldn't hear, or she shouldn't hear. You guys have hated on people that you've never met, never seen, and where I haven't necessarily stood up for those same people, I've asked you not to do those kind of things, and you do it anyway. And some of you told me, don't judge, don't judge people out there. Don't judge. If you're a Christian, you don't do that. Christians do judge other people for their sins. Call them out. So if you think that they don't, you'd be all wet. Some of you probably wonder how I brought my kids up. I brought them up in the Baptist church. And yeah, I went to prayer meetings on Wednesdays. And on a lot of Saturdays, I went out with the minister of our church and to people that were not able to come to church, and people that were in nursing homes, people that were in the hospital because of illness or injuries, did all that. And yes, I sat on the board. I was one of the trustees in our church. My kids all grew up to be Christians. And like any family, there are times where they do things that you may get disappointed in. That's their children. They're growing, they're learning. For the most part, they were people that could stand on their own 2 feet. And none of them were lazy. They believe in work, and they believe in God, and they believe in their country. What more could a parent ask? Well, that's all I got to say. And, yeah, if you want to go see those videos, go see them. If you don't, that's on you. What you're going to learn is some things about Jeremy that I've suspected and hinted at all along. I've tried to warn some of you of it. You guys have hated me on it. I don't know how many people have told me I'm all wrong, I'm all wet. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what more proof you need other than a person's own family. And he brought one of the people he's been attacking, brought their family on board and said, look at this. Look at that. They hate that woman. Her own siblings. Well, this boy, he's very upset, I think, with his father. And I can't say that he hates him. I don't know. I'm not walking in his shoes. Blood is thicker than water no matter what. If you go in there and you use somebody's family to attack, you're taking a chance, because there's never a day where things can't be fixed. Whether something like this will get fixed in his family, I have absolutely no idea. I would hope the good Lord could step in and make things better for everybody concerned, whether it's you or I or that family that he's been attacking, or even the YouTubers that he attacks on a daily basis and the YouTubers that attack him. You know, it's kind of hard in this country because half the country is mad at the other half, and I mean very mad. It's as much hate going on now as there was in Civil War, maybe more so. I never thought that we would get to the point where we wouldn't, as a country, we couldn't hang together, but I see it every day, and the news likes to stir the pot more and more. We're going to lose this country. But, you know, when I look around, I'm wondering how many families are going to lose each other as well. We're in a hateful world, and you hate messengers, but you want to listen to them, but you hate them. Jeremy Hales has expressed how he feels about his subs. He said every one of them wants something out of him. All of you that follow me, I hope you're here, you know, for information and things. And the people that come back more and more seem to be happy with what I'm saying. I get a lot of hate stuff from other channels, but not the people that are regular people that just come and listen to my channel. And I don't ask you to hate that person either. I don't ask you to go over there and call them names and stuff. And I don't know what that person asks of you to do. I've heard some of his stuff. I heard the hateful speeches. It isn't right, is it? But then we all have a conscience, I hope. Well, like I say, I'm I'm kind of at a loss of words. It's frustrating that I can't get the point across to you what's really going on there. I'll tell you what, I want you to have a great weekend. You know what I did today? I got on there and I said, you know, to relax, and I've told people before, but I'm going to show you how when things really get bad, my blood pressure tries to jump, and I'm mad maybe it's something that happened or I seen, or it's not going my way, or I hit my finger with a hammer or something. And I've hit my finger a lot of times. That one I knocked almost off. That's why it's so crooked. But in this one I got caught in a piece of machinery. That's why it's so bad. There's scars on them. Anyway, this is what I do. I take a deep breath, and for me, my deep breath is less than 1/3 of what you probably are doing. Okay. And then I purse my lips and I push the air out. And what that does is it kind of expands my lungs inside, or causes a back pressure that helps, so that the next breath I take is much better and easier, and more oxygen is consumed. And then the third one finishes it off. You don't want to have too many of them because you hyperventilate. So here you go. I want you to just watch. See what I'm doing. I purse my lips and blow out. And what I'm doing is creating a back pressure. What that does and you'll notice my voice even is changing when I did that. It allows me to feel better. I'm oxygenating my body and my brain. I'm also releasing endorphins. By the time I get that third breath going, the endorphins are working, and by the way, they come out of your brain, the endorphins do, and they're washing out through your body like this. Okay? And it feels good. It's better than most medicines you could take, much better than any drug, pain drug that it can give you. Because your own body can stop pain, it can make you feel better. But the breathing is so basic to a body. If you can enhance it in any way, it makes you feel better. It does. So anyway, that's my trick for feeling better a lot of times when things are just a little off cog a little bit. 3 deep breaths, and you let them go. You purse your lips to create a back pressure, and you're going to feel 100% better. Try it. You'll like it. That's my word for the day. When you get over there and watch those videos, like I say, get you a tissue. Most of you will need it if you watch the entire video. 2 leaves in a pod. Slug did an interview. Remember now, Slug swears. Be aware and be ready for it. Okay. Some of you don't want to listen to swearing, and you may not want to watch it at all. But I'm just telling you that while he's being interviewed, you'll see it at the top. It's very easy to slide your arrow across and pick up what you want to pick up off from that video. Okay, because by the way, Jason looks like his father. And for those that think it was false, that that that's not really him, he holds his ID up. He holds his finger on his ID so you can't know where he actually lives. And he also has a picture when he was a baby and he was in his dad's lap. So he does show that to try to make sure you understand it's really him talking, not somebody else. But when you see the picture, if you see him, you're going to know that it's him. He looks like his father. Well, that's it. Have a good weekend. And take 3 deep breaths. Goodbye.